Hello, weird and wonderful people. My name is Malachi Frost, and welcome back to Horace. In this episode, we're going to break out that guy. I don't remember his name, but he's the guitarist, I think, in the band. So I'm not sure why we need to break him out, why he's important to us or important to the story in any way, but, you know, Mr. Stilton seems to think he's important, so we better do it. So is that going to gradually drop? And why do I care? Well, whatever. Let's just do it. There's obviously a reason. Well, I stuffed that up. Obvious electricity was obvious. Alright, so let's go this way and actually suss out why we need to get rid of that thing in the first place. So I'm going to run through all of this. I need to get to the grate. So I need to run through all of this before that thing drops. Not impossible. Slightly implausible, but not impossible. Alright, here we go again. Now that we understand what's going on a little better. Ah! I did it! Through the grate!
It was obvious the security lights would set off an alarm.
Oh, that's obvious. Super obvious. But only if I'm in, like, the dark yellow bit. What? Like, if I'm just in the edge of the light, no problems. Dark yellow bit? Nope, nope, nope. You're gonna get in trouble. Stupid robot. Yeah, I'm totally not going to be able to make that jump. How do you not see me? Oh, I can hide in the bushes. I understand. I'm like, how the hell am I supposed to get past this guy? I didn't know I could hide in the bushes, seeing as hiding has never been a thing before. Go! Wait for it. You're not going to turn off, are you? Alright, so I guess that's not what I'm doing yet then. Let's try and check out something else. I mean, I can get up here, so... I still got my little shield dudes. I told you, I ain't using them. No more shield dudes will die by my hand. Alright, maybe we'll go this way then. This might lead us to where we need to be to turn off that button. Somehow. Oh, they're fans. I don't know why I thought that was acid. I thought it was pools of acid. Control room, let's go. Right, okay. Hide in locker. Good idea. So they're just going round and round and round? Sure. Well, that was easy. Why do I need to hide here?
According to Mr. Stilton, this was the switch that would open the laser door to Mr. Logan's cell block.
Yeah, I did it. Mr. Logan, that's his name. That name again is Mr. Logan. Alright, so now I'm gonna get all the way back again.
I needed to find somewhere to hide, or the guards would kill me.
Oh, okay. This is why we hide. And then the guards give up super fucking easy. That was ridiculous. I was like, and where are the guards now? No one knows. Alarm override. Alright. Why is that a thing? Who cares? Just go. Don't question. I'm the best little robot ever. Yeah, let's go back up over the top. That seemed to be the easiest option. Until, of course, I die. Are you going to look at all of them? Yep. He's nothing if not thorough. He doesn't look in between them, apparently, but he will look at all of them. This is the part with the bush. That so should not have worked. Horace, you're a goddamn ninja and you have no right to be. Alright, so we should be able to get to Mr. Logan now. This would be Mr. Logan's cell block, I'm guessing. Control room. Ah, the alarm's just going to keep going till I find an override switch. Or until I just hide in here for a couple of seconds. That works for some reason. I'm gonna try and get through here. Just... I'm about to say, can I not hide in that one? That's how far I can get. Like, how do you not know where I am? Just see how far I can get just with the alarm blaring. Is this where I'm going? Cell block A, yep. Come on, Mr. Logan. Right. So I do need to be in that control room. That was my own fault. I can do this. Just gotta jump at the right time to go over him. And then up here. Control room. Eee, run! Oh, piss off! Just gonna hide in this locker for 3 seconds. Alright, everyone's forgotten I exist. Thank you. I don't even know what I'm trying to make my way to. The control room, probably.
Mr. Silton seemed to think this would open the cell block door.
Aha!
Luckily, he was right.
He was right. He's also not... He's not saying a lot to me. Like, just to be fair here. Mr. Silton, like... I got a walkie-talkie. Whoops. I got a walkie-talkie in the last episode, but Mr. Silton's really not doing much when it comes to talking and walking. So glad they don't have any working security cameras in this place. Like, where'd he go? I don't know. He's been out of, like, no one's seen him for like 3 seconds. He's probably left. Are you Mr. Logan? Are you Mr. Logan? Mr. Logan?
Unsurprisingly, Mr. Logan's cell was locked, but thanks to my speedy brain, I was able to hack it in seconds. Mr. Logan.
Sup, Logan? Oh, those are some lovely posters.
No one ever was. But I couldn't work out why.
Because the robot
However,
uprising...
when I mentioned Mr. Silton, he soon cheered up.
The robot uprising means everyone hates you, Horace. Because everyone thinks you're a nasty robot man.
Sure about Mr. Logan's stealth techniques. They were quite different from mine. But
wow.
Someone must have noticed Mr. Logan was missing. As, with a bright flash, we were soon attacked. This still wasn't the plan, said Mr. Silton, as he insisted he was okay.
Your wife told you not to get shot.
I didn't need to clean up the trail of blood. He did, however, urge me to take care of the huge tank bearing down on us.
What? How am I supposed to take down a tank, Mr. Silton? Alright. Right, okay, so it is figure this shit out. Ah, there we go. Boom! Is that the tank blowing up now? Do I win? Nope. Alright. Ah, down the front now. I get you. But also fire exists in this world now. Come on, Horace. You can do this. You can do this. Come on. Just take your time. Doom. Alright, go one more. One more. It's raining now, Horace. You know that you love rain. You'll be fine. You can do this. Alright, here we go. Boom. 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 Is that the tank defeated? Come on, tank defeated, yeah? No. Okay, apparently not. Now tank defeated. Yep.
We all piled into the
Boom!
Mr. Logan and Mr. Preston took out large guns as Mr. Silton gave me some driving software. It basically explained that one foot pump made the bang go, and the other one signaled Mr. Logan and Preston to fire their guns.
So X is go, A is shoot. I getcha. Can we take out a few of Mr. Dick's posters and flyers on the way? I love how many mini games this game has. I got in contact with the developers on Twitter. I basically just said, congratulations, this game is a delight to play. And they were very happy with it. They said that they enjoyed watching my playthrough, so that's nice. We got a few little fires going on. So that's a big fire. Guys, could you fucking hit something? Yeah, our van is very on fire, guys. We made it.
Fatal wounds, but statistically that was incredibly unlikely.
I think we did it.
Strangely, I felt too excited and relieved to care.
We're getting
Mr.
turned into a
Silton
bad
winced
guy.
as he clutched his bleeding
Your wife
shoulder
told you
and
not to get
explained
shot.
how you can't make an omelette without breaking a few eggs. I think broken eggs meant dead people.
Definitely means dead chickens.
Sometimes, he said, you have to do whatever it takes to survive, even if that means killing.
But not innocent people,
said Mr. Logan as he stared straight ahead.
You killed the guards.
Eventually, I asked Mr. Logan what he had done to end up in prison, but he just continued staring out of the window.
He's staring the wrong way.
Mr. Preston
He's staring at
smiled
Mr.
as
Preston.
He said, I suppose someone should explain. He told me when the war started, he and Mr. Silton had avoided conscription, but Mr. Logan was called up. His unit's first orders were to sweep through a huge urban area, killing anything that moved. The only trouble was, hundreds of refugees had recently taken shelter there.
So you killed a lot of them?
Those people were there, said Mr. Preston, but they couldn't have cared less.
this isn't the time for another one of your conspiracy theories,
interrupted Mr. Silton.
You just sent
Although
Mr.
this
Logan in
obviously
to
annoyed
kill all the
Mr.
refugees?
Preston, he continued explaining how Mr. Logan and another man deserted, and, after a poor attempt to hide in a wooden vaulting horse,
Trojan
pair
horse.
of them were caught at gunpoint on a train, whilst trying to speak rudimentary German. Mr. Logan guided us down a small side street as Mr.
Okay, so
Preston
maybe he's not a
complained that he knew
complete
the
bad
toilet.
guy, but he was
Mr.
still in
Silton
prison.
asked why we were taking the scenic route,
But at least he
while
didn't
was
mass
trying
murder
not to
tons of
bleed to
people.
death. But Mr. Logan gave Mr. Silton a quick glance. You're fine, he said with the faintest of smiles.
And he's a drummer, so he
Soon
would
the
know.
night sky was full of
No,
twinkling
Preston's the
stars,
drummer.
and I was able
He's
to
the
impress
guitarist?
everyone with my navigation skills. The software was state of the art, but I remember Heather telling me how the ancients had used the stars in much the same way. It always made me
The
smile.
road sign on a
thinking
small incline.
about the
The
names she
squash
gave the
spider.
constellations.
The one-fingered salute. The demented horse.
It was the middle of the
I love
night
them.
by the time we got back, but Mrs. Silton was still up waiting for us.
Preston needs to pee again.
Again, in the same place, was all she said as she shook her head and tended to Mr. Silton's second bullet wound. Mr. Preston nearly knocked us over. As
Hey, well, right this time. He did need to go to the bathroom.
It appeared that his body had kept on making urine, even though it didn't have anywhere left to store it.
Thursday Night TV. Musical diversion. Trust me, I'm a celebrity. Questions for money. Here is what happened, and this is what you should think about
Mr.
it.
Silton about
Gandhi.
Heather and the old lady, but he said he was just about to wash his hair.
You're avoiding the questions.
When I asked him again later, he said the main thing was that we'd got Logan and the van back, and couldn't the rest wait until I had cleaned up the band room for him. I didn't know what to say. Everything we had done, everything I had helped him with. I
Oh,
thought
getting
it was all
mad.
to get everyone back together. But now I didn't know what to think. Before I could say anything, Mrs.
Oh, you
Silton
see that? I got
explained
mad
it
and
was
almost
okay
flesh
if I'd
melted
only
him.
Travelled on trains and was alone. I must have looked worried as Mrs. Silton smiled and continued, "If you really want these idiots to go with you, they can disguise themselves and catch the next train after you."
So you get me to
Mr.
do all the
Silton was dismissive
hard work, and then you
said
kick
I'd
me
get
out?
nowhere without proper ID. They'll be stopping
You're a
robots
prick.
more than the tiniest of things, he said. And a robot passport costs a fortune these days. Well, said Mrs. Silton, it's a good job I've got this. Mr. Silton looked confused and asked where Mrs.
About to say,
Silton
didn't
got
I-
the money. Sometimes, said Mrs. Silton, when God slams
Didn't
a
I
door
find a
in your
passport
face
somewhere?
and shoots you twice in the shoulder, he opens a window. Mrs. Silton explained how Preston had given her the extra money. He said there was good money to be made selling pills and powder to people that distracted them from the world being an absolute mess.
So I got a passport through dealer money?
Bedtime,
it's not
said
the
Mr.
worst way
Logan
I've gotten
as
a
he
passport.
carried his guitar into his room. Everyone else left one by one, leaving me stroking the dog.
Or is that what they call it these days? It looks like a golden retriever. I love golden retrievers. Oh, we're flying again. Oh, we got things to fly through this time. It's not just a chase the old man scenario. And the cool music's back. No! Fuck! I missed 2 of them. I don't know whether missing them or getting them does anything to the gameplay. I don't have points. I'm not scoring anything. So does missing them matter? Maybe not, but I still missed 3 of them, and those 3 rings of stars will haunt me
I woke
forever.
to the sound of Mrs. Silton making herself some breakfast.
Or doing the
It felt
dishes. It
very
could be
odd,
either.
But I suppose it was just that we had gotten so late. Mrs. Silton gulped down her coffee, and with a reassuring smile she said, "Let's do this."
Whoa, what are we doing? You gonna give birth? Is it birth time? Do you need me to help? Cut you open? Remove the baby? Name it Rodriguez? Raise it myself? Oh no, that's what I found. I found the passport machine before. Blum 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 blum. Hello. Happy robot green face. I remember finding the machine and it saying that I needed a passport. I can't walk on the walls in here, Mrs. Silton.
The pedestrian tunnel was far longer than I expected, but it was nice. It gave me a chance
Register
to
all
chat with
robots.
Mrs.
Rogue
Silton.
robots cost lives. Look, it's Rodriguez.
She told me she was from an upper-class family, and that her parents had nearly disowned her when
Why is she
married
walking
Mr.
with her
Silton.
hand up like that? It's like, excuse me, I'm
She
talking.
said she really
Just doing it
was
again, look.
happy being with her husband. And after all,
Like she
as
talks
she
with her
put
hand
it,
up.
he did provide for her in this messed up world.
Do you have to ask permission to talk?
However, I couldn't help but laugh when she said how much she liked Mr. Silton's band.
No one likes Mr.
I
Silton's
steered the
band.
conversation onto the topic of the war. She explained she had been a nurse near some major combat, but she looked really sad, so I changed the subject. I asked her if the town was nice. Mrs.
Never.
Silton smiled, and
I gotta collect everything on the way. I need to get to my million things. So far, I have 78,000, so we're nowhere near our million. All junk cleared. Ta-da! Alright, we made it. How far are you walking with me, Mrs. Silton? Junk! Look, Mom! Junk! Hup! Hup! Hup!
Train tickets cost 1,000, so Mrs. Silton said I should trade in some of the things I'd cleaned so I could afford to travel. However, when we tried the door, it was apparent that the junkyard owner wouldn't be back for a while.
Oh, so I can sell my junk.
Mrs. Silton suggested I try to earn some money by other means.
Oh, I
She
get a
said
job.
there were plenty of jobs in the town that a robot could do.
I could do all the jobs. Any of the jobs. I could even do your job, Mrs. Silton. Whatever that happens to be. Arcade. Belittlewoods. I'm just going to collect rubbish for now and have a look around the town. So we've got Belittlewoods. Absolute Brick. They need help. That's wanted posters for Mr. Silton and Mr. Logan. That's it. Can I not? Okay, I can't rip them down. Postal Service. Postal Service is a very honorable job for a robot. Well, let's collect all the rubbish. Hup. No, not that one. Hup. There we go. Alright, so we've got the post office. Absolute Brick. Littlewood doesn't need us. Arcade doesn't need us, but that's probably where I'm going to end up. Tea room and cafe. Okay, so we've got 3 things to choose from. And I can't hit people with the basketball. I'm going to leave this episode here. In the next episode, our little boy Horace, he grows up, he goes to the city, and he gets himself a job. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to hit the bell so you know when the next Horace video comes out. But for right now, as always, Frost Squad, have a good day, have a good life, and I'll catch you all down the road.